Hey everybody, so it is gorgeous outside today, especially out here in the garden, right here by this windbreak where there is no wind. And I thought that I would try to finish up my hardscaping today and possibly do some planting, which is what I really want to do. But I got to get the hard stuff done first so that I can enjoy the planting. But I thought I would take you around and just show you really quick what I have accomplished since the last time I took a video. I explained it all out in my last video about how to plant a garden. And I just wanted to put it in visuals for you. I've got a lot of cleaning up to do today. But, so let's try to do it like this. So you can see. So that I can see what's going on. Videoing yourself is extraordinarily challenging. I need to move that red box today. This tank here we got filled up. I got my water jug and my camera and my garden gloves. And let me move over here. Okay, so you can see that tank there now better. It's all filled up and ready to roll. We brought this tank in yesterday from another part of the ranch. And these tanks are all rusted out in the bottom. That's why they're now in the garden. They don't hold water. This one is a lot bigger than this one, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be where a majority of my crops that are spring crops are going to go. I got these done. Everything's backwards when I look at my camera. But yeah, so we're just going to get going. I wanted to explain this mess because I didn't really explain it in the last video. Because this is where we burned all of that rotten wood and all the junk that we took down here. Because this used to be a fallen in building. And we moved it over here and burned it. And we have to do something with all of this because it can't stay here. It is so full of nails and junk and just things you don't want to drive over. And this is kind of a place where we kind of drive. So what we're doing is we're scooping up all of this wood ash, wood junk, glass, nails, all of that. And we're putting them in the bottom of my raised beds in the bottom of the tank. Now that could pose a problem with there being the levels of the pH. But I figured since it's towards the bottom, it's less likely to leach upward than it would be to leach down. That's why we're not mixing it with the topsoil, which I scraped up and put in a pile over there in the last video, that we put that on the top, a good foot of that on the top, at least 8 inches. So technically none of the plants will be touching all this junk, but it gets it out of our way and it's in a safe place because these raised beds, especially the tanks, will not be moving anywhere, hopefully, ever again. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through and hand picking out all the weeds, all the junk, dirt clods that aren't going to break down, and just making it a nicer soil. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Like on this side, I haven't touched this side to do it yet, and it's still full of stuff. And then on this side of the hoe, I have gone through here and pulled out the aggressive big chunks of weeds. This is all the stuff I've pulled out of here. I've taken 2 of these wheelbarrows over to the pile already, but it's just like little chunks of wood, great big chunks of weeds, and these dirt clods that just don't break down. Makes the soil nicer. And I have done that already in all of these beds. I wanted to work in the garden all day today, but I needed to do some ranching too, and my camera died. Here. So Fancy and I are going to go out and start turning pears out. There's about 90 pears out here in this pasture, and I gotta find the mama and the baby calf that go together and then take them to further pasture south for summer grass, basically. So that is what we are going to do. And enjoy the sunshine.